Hi, this is Pastor Brad with Faith Chapel, and I just want to bring a challenge to you from God's Word out of Genesis chapter 12. Rather than take a lot of time to read it, let me just remind you that it's the call of Abram that we came to know later as Abraham, the father of many nations, the father of faith. In the call of Abram, we get to the promises, and I want to talk to you for a moment about the promises, and then we'll go back to the challenge. In verses 2 and 3, God says this to Abram, "I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I'll make your name great, and you'll be a blessing. I'll bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." This is an interesting passage, and it's one we talk about at Faith Chapel quite frequently, to be quite honest with you. God called Abram, and he chose him. He chose him because he loved him, but it wasn't just because he loved Abram. It's because he loved all of us. God chose him and said, "You're going to be the father of faith, and everyone that blesses you, I'll bless. And those that curse you, I'll curse." But we got to read God's intent when he said, "All peoples on earth will be blessed through you." It was always the intention of God to bless everyone as we too became people of faith by blessing and following the father of faith. In the original Hebrew, when God says, "I'll bless those who bless you," it literally says, "I'll bow down and give gifts to those that give gifts to you." When it says, "I'll curse those who curse you," it literally says, if people turn their shoulder or their back on you, I'll roar against them. God was serious about this commitment and covenant that he made with Abram. It's one of the reasons that we still pray for the peace of Jerusalem and pray for God's best for Israel, and we partner with them. But in Genesis chapter 12, verse 1, when God called Abram, he simply said this, "Leave your country and your people and your father's household and go to the land I will show you." Faith Chapel's located in O'Fallon, Missouri. We're in the show me state. We tend to be a group of people that need to see it to believe it, which is so opposite of God's assignment and God's plan. You see, when God spoke to Abram, he said, "Leave your father's household, leave your own people, and go to the land," not that he had already shown him, but to the land that he would show him. Abraham is an incredible man of faith because he believed the God of the promise before he experienced the promise. And he went to the place that God directed him to. He started on his journey, and he let God guide him along the way. Here's the simple challenge for you today. Yes, we need to partner with Israel. We need to bless them. We need to support them and come into agreement with God's assignment for Israel. But we also need to be the kind of people that when God speaks, we obey. We don't have to figure everything else out ahead of time. If he says go, we go. And we trust that the God of the promise will be faithful to give the promises of God to his people. I challenge you today. It's so easy to sit back and claim to be a person of faith, but rather step out and live the faith life.